Nightwing, The New Order, was one hell of a surprise to me. I saw it advertised in comic books and I thought, oh, now I'm gonna have to get this 6-issue series on top of the normal Nightwing. And I thought, you know what, I'll get the first issue. If it's rubbish, I'm not gonna get the rest. Forget about it. Got the first issue, wasn't really expecting much. I was pretty much blown away by even the first 3 pages of the book, which in my opinion is phenomenal because they tell a lot without actually doing a lot. So what you get is the aftermath of what looks like a big battle, and Dick Grayson is holding a device, and you pretty much find out that he used this device, and what it did is took people's powers away. And the reason as to why he did this, we don't know. Essentially, all we do know is that he says, I had to save the world, which is why he used this device and stripped everyone's powers. And you even see the panel, and you've got like, well, your major hitters in the DC universe, kind of just all on the floor, kind of like just, well, depowered. And then we jump a few years, like 12 years, and we see that there's this kind of like police, but they're called Crusaders, which I thought was really smart because obviously it's a play on Caped Crusader. And they look like Batman, but obviously without the cape, and they kind of look like a militarized police force. And Dick Grayson is like the head of them, and it kind of reminded me of Minority Report and the, what's it called, Department of Pre-Crime. And you see him walking around the building and whatnot, and he's the big shot, he's kind of running the show. And they suppress people's powers by making them take drugs. They've got to take a certain dosage, because if you start using the powers, that's a criminal offense. Some people, I think, have to wear inhibitor collars, and those who aren't affected by either the dosage of drugs or inhibitor collars are kind of like kept at a facility where their powers can't be used. And I think just the premise is pretty much like Secret Empire, but in my opinion it's better because it's kind of an alternate timeline story. It's like an Elseworld story. They're not saying this is going to be the future of obviously the DC universe and comics. They're saying this is just an alternate story involving Dick Grayson, who's like kind of one of the best good guys in DC, kind of turning bad. But it's not even really like he's turned bad. It's really weird because when you're reading the story, you're kind of like, this actually makes sense, but at the same time, you can't suppress what someone is naturally, and it's not right to do that. But Dick Grayson kind of justifies it in a way where you kind of go, he's kind of half right, but at the same time he's still wrong. I mean, later on we do see Alfred, who does seem to kind of plant seeds of doubt into Dick's mind, but as to how successful he is, it's kind of hard to say at the moment. So this story was written by Kyle Higgins, who did the New 52 Nightwing, which I did enjoy up to a certain point, although it did get to kind of a place where I felt like it was just another story, another story, another story. They kind of really didn't build up to anything apart from Forever Evil, I believe it was, where it was unmasked to the world. But unfortunately I missed the Forever Evil event, and I missed that issue as well of Forever Evil. I didn't know that was going to happen in that. I didn't find out until afterwards as to when they're releasing Grayson. But what makes the comic so good is not only the premise, it's also the speed. Like, it's super quick how they explain everything and introduce you to this new world. I feel Secret Empire has been going on too long. I feel like everything that they could have been done in like six issues. I don't know as to why it has to be 10 issues. And I just feel this is more kind of condensed and concise, and we'll get to the point. I mean, at the end of the New Order, this first issue, Dick Grayson has a son, and we don't know who the son's mother is. Although at the end of the issue you can guess, because Dick's son starts to show signs of having powers. So now Dick's got this situation where, is he going to try and suppress his son's powers? Or is he going to go on the run? I mean, what's going to happen? And that's kind of quite interesting. It's like you've stopped people from having superpowers, but your son is one of those people. So what are you now going to do? And I think that's why it's so much more interesting than Secret Empire, because Secret Empire is like Cosmic Cube, change Captain America to kind of Hydra Supreme Leader, or whatever he's called. And that's pretty much it. There's not kind of really been any stakes. This is a massive stake because it's like, what is Dick Grayson gonna do? Whereas with Cap, it's just like, oh, well, I'm the head of Hydra. I'm just gonna take everything over and fight my former friends. I mean, it's an alright story. It's written pretty well, Secret Empire, but I feel like I'm gonna get more from the New Order. If you also look at the cover of the New Order as well, straight away you can see it's kind of like a propaganda poster, and but it doesn't feel like it's being too heavy-handed with it, because the story itself, it isn't telling you what to think. You're allowed to kind of come to your own conclusion as to what to think, and it's not hitting you over the head with a sledgehammer or anything like that. It's not even taking a stance. It's just telling the story and leaving it up to you, the reader, to figure things out. I'm really looking forward to the remaining issues. Definitely gonna get the other 5. I just think it's a great book. Like the art is kind of, it's good. It's good. It's not my favorite type. I prefer slightly more caricaturish, exaggerated style, but not too cartoony. But it is competent, and it does what it does extremely well, and it's pretty well detailed as well. And I like this. I like pretty much how they've set everything out. I mean, Nightwing's got the slightly longer hair that we all like him to have. The Nightwing mullet almost, I guess you could say. Yeah, all in all, it's a good book, and I really like it. And I can't wait to get the rest of Nightwing: The New Order. It is pretty much DC's Secret Empire, but I feel like this is gonna be better than that, just because it's gonna be quicker, more concise. They told a lot in this first issue very quickly. Like, Bruce Wayne's gone. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Like, there are no other heroes. Any hero is a human and not someone with powers. And I can't wait to see kind of more of the world that they created. This is actually set in the future as well, so the story takes place in 2040, and what happens at the beginning of the book actually takes place 12 years before. And yeah, I think they've set up something pretty good. It'll be interesting to see as to where it goes. I guess it's kind of like Injustice in a way, in that it's setting up something entirely different for you to experience, which is nice. But I was pleasantly surprised by this book, and I think you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. Definitely buy it if you're currently getting Nightwing, or if you've liked Nightwing in the past, like when Chuck Dixon was doing it, which is how I was introduced to the character. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification as well, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.